I'd now like to invite Dr. Meenesh Shah, the Chairman of NDDB and IRMA, to kindly provide a special address.
आदरणीय श्री भारत भूषण त्यागी जी, डॉक्टर A.R. वसावी, डॉक्टर C.K. तिम्बाड़िया, श्री अपूर्वा ओझा, our great friend Sri Sarvadaman Vai, Director IRMA, Professor Sambhu Prasad ji, Dr. Richa Kumar from IIT Delhi, all distinguished guests, esteemed members of the academic community, participants of this conference, and student friends. It's a great honor to be here with an esteemed panel like this, and also getting involved in the inaugural function of this conference. As we all know, as we all gather here, we are so far, very proud of our achievements in agriculture development or food security. And it's time that I think we must remind ourselves of the challenges also. And, we have seen the challenges our agriculture landscapes is facing, not only in our country, I think, throughout the globe. And it's time that I think if we don't, focus on the challenges now and find some solutions, the challenges will soon surpass the benefits we have reaped from our modern agriculture practices. We all know that it was a necessity, the green revaluation transition, and it was all necessity of the time. But I think time has come that we address the problems of ecological imbalances, loss of biodiversity, depletion of vital resources like groundwater, fertile soil. I think all these speakers have spoken before me, and the impacts of climate changes. And all this is actually, if you see the center, it is the farmers. So all these challenges are actually faced by the farmer themselves and the marginalized communities what we have in our country. So, if you sum it up, whatever has been spoken and what you see around, I think we'll have to see that the current model of agriculture production cannot just continue, both from the ecological or the social standpoint, or like Bharat Bhushan ji told, all the three angles which we explained very nicely, including the social one. So what we do? I think it is important for us to prioritize some of the sustainable agriculture practices. We have seen the natural and organic farming, how the different farmers themselves who have come here and shared their experiences of natural or organic farming, and how we can, give these sustainable solutions to this global crisis. I am not the agriculture, with the agriculture background, but based on my, association with the livestock sector for more than 3 decades now, I think I can share some of the points, because the challenge for me is that I am the last speaker, and most of the points which I had thought that which I would speak, they are all covered. So I'll just, focus on few points. Number one, I think, which is highlighted by everybody is, although we have done a lot of work on research, we have a lot of knowledge available in the public domain, but we all will agree that the research has missed the application part. I think it was, again, very nicely explained. And it's important that we all come together, the academic institutions, the institutions like NDDB or GCMMF, who have a wide reach with the farmers, and also the farmers themselves. We have few of them present here. And provide linkages with the farmers, create networks, extensive networks actually, and involve in the activities. As Bharat Bhushan ji told, उनको आपको समझाना पड़ेगा. So I think that is one of the important things which we all have to do. The second thing is the innovation. I think अगर आपको ट्रांजिशन करना है एग्रीकल्चर में, तो बिना इनोवेशन के चलेगा नहीं. आपको इनोवेशन करना पड़ेगा फार्मर को सेंटर में रखते हुए. Because what we have learned at NDDB is there are researches available, there are innovations available. But unless farmer को अगर आप incentivize नहीं करोगे, कोई भी research है, कोई भी innovation है, farmer तैयार है उसको adopt करने के लिए. But unless you have some incentivization for the farmer themselves, it's very unlikely that farmers will adopt it. So whenever we do research, whenever we have some innovation which we feel that it is the need of the hour, it must be adopted by the farmers. We'll have to see that how it will incentivize farmers. Transition tabhi hoga, nahi to hoga nahi. And I am speaking with the, I think, biggest transition what we saw in the livestock sector. You can say Operation Flood, you can say Amul model, you can say Anand model. How it was evolved and how it was different from the other models which we have seen. As again these speakers told, cooperative was at the core. So farmer were the member, farmer were the owner. So all the producer-owned institutions, you tell FPOs, you tell cooperatives, newer cooperatives or older cooperatives, whatever form you say, but farmer has to be at the center. Evolve them in all the entire value chain. I think Apurva Ojaji also, touch upon the value chain concept. So why our cooperatives I'm talking about the dairy sector, they are different because the farmers are handling almost all three major domains of the value chain. So it's the procurement of milk from the farmers, the processing of the milk which you get from the village level, and also the marketing of the milk to the consumers. So all major three legs, if you see, they are owned by the farmers. In fact, the cooperatives, if you see in developed countries like US or I have seen in Europe as well, the cooperative there dealt with only one aspect, that is procurement of milk. Beyond that, you have the private players who are processing milk, and you have these modern, channels which are taking care of the marketing. So what happens as a result? The farmers get only 1/3, that is 30 to 35% of the consumer rupee going back to farmer. Whereas if you see our model or the Anand model, Operation Flood, set up this model, it was a replica of the Amul model. We are still able to give 75 to 80% of the consumer rupee back to producer. So what is important is, I think again I am saying, how do our models or our innovations or our research provide incentives to farmer. So that is one point which I would like to make. The other thing, I think we talked about the organic farming and why it is required and what can be done. I would like to highlight that the Government of India through the Union Cabinet itself has approved formation of 3 multi-state cooperatives. So having realized the benefit of cooperatives and how it is providing various type of services to the farmers, 3 important multi-state cooperative, one of which is on organic. So it's a National Cooperative Organic Limited. I happens to be the chairman, तो मैं इरमा और NDDB के साथ organic multi-state का भी chairman हूँ. The idea of this cooperative is to involve more and more farmers into organic farming, number 1. Number 2, sourcing organic products from these farmers, because as of now, like Bharat Bhushan ji told, farmer doesn't know if he has good products, organic products available, he has a limited reach in selling those products. He is unable to get the value of, the real value of the organic label which provides from the consumer like us. So the idea is to source as maximum possible as organic products from the farmers, involve all the farmer cooperatives of the country for for these farmers to be member, and then those cooperative becomes the member of the apex level of multi-state cooperative. And with that objective, and also the other objective is to make good health for all of us, because we all know the problems of taking the products with the chemicals residues, with the pesticides residue. We all know those problems, and there's enough material now available in the public domain. And people are shifting, at least those who can afford, from these products to the organic products. So how do we provide good quality certified organic products? Because the dilemma with the consumer today is also to really know that whether this is real organic product or not. There are many, organic products have also actually mushroomed in our country. But for us to know which are the certified, tested organic products, so that is one of the other objective of this cooperative, is to provide certified, actual or real organic products to the consumer. The other cooperative is on seeds, because we are talking about agriculture, and let us accept that one of the major issue for the farmers if he is not getting the good yield or good value for the crops which he is sowing is the truthfully available certified seeds. I think the availability is a major concern, and we are again going to have a multi-state cooperative where again NDDB is a promoter, one of the promoter for the multi-state cooperative. And we will try to make farmers involved both in the production of seeds. So one set of farmers who have good amount of land available can produce the seeds. We will have a mechanism to process, certify the seeds, and then making available to the another set of farmers. We know we have more than 70% farmers as small and marginal, and maybe it is not possible for them to produce the seeds. They are dependent on the seeds from outside. So making available seeds to this family of farmers. So that is another cooperative. The third multi-state cooperative is on the exports, because if you have to give better yield or better value of money to farmers, large share of from the consumer rupee to farmers, it is, I think time has come to look beyond our country, try to export some of the products, get more price for the same commodities from the export market, and provide maximum share from, again, this realization back to the farmers. So these are the three, I think, multi-state cooperatives which we have formed. I am happy that Anand is actually in all three. So organic, both NDDB and GCMMF or Amul, they are the promoter. For the seed, as I told, NDDB is the promoter. And for the export, again, GCMMF and Amul is the promoter. So Anand is actually represented in all the three, which tells us that how cooperative movement started from here in the dairy industry, and how it is important now to go beyond milk into all other agriculture product and provide better income to the farmers. The last thing I think which I will say is on the manure management. गोबर पे काफ़ी बात हुआ. NDDB लेवल में हम पहले खाली मिल्क एक ऐसा कमोडिटी सोच रहे थे जिससे फार्मर को हम एक अच्छा इनकम दे सकते हैं. ऑल्दो कैटल और बफेलो डंग भी देते थे, बट कभी हमने सोचा नहीं कि फार्मर इसमें से भी पैसा कमा सकता है. I think 5-6 years back when our Prime Minister came here and he gave a slogan, waste to wealth, we also started thinking. हमने सबने देखा था कि गोबर में एक तो फ्यूल और फर्टिलाइजर पहले से है ही है, अवेलेबल है. हम सब ने कहीं ना कहीं in our childhood we have experienced that it is a source of fuel, it's a source of fertilizer. And then we started working on it. We are now providing a small 2 cubic meter biogas plant at the household level of the farmer. So the kind of the challenge we have in the methane emission and the ultimate damage, because it's a greenhouse gas and it's damaging the environment. We can take care of that by providing a small biogas plant. The methane which is emitted by the cattle can be used productively by the farmer for this, for the family's cooking requirement. And the slurry which is left after the biogas is consumed is used as fertilizer in the farms. We started forming cooperatives again. तो हमने महिलाओं की, जिसको हमने बायोगैस प्लांट दिए थे, उसी की एक कोऑपरेटिव संस्थाएं बनाई हैं. सो इट्स ए ऑल वुमन खाद मंडली यू कैन से. वो स्लरी को उनसे खरीद लेते हैं, वही स्लरी में से प्रोम, जो फॉस्फेट रिच ऑर्गेनिक मैन्योर है, सॉलिड्स बनाते हैं, बेचते हैं. और जो लिक्विड रह जाता है उसको भी हम फार्मर्स में शुरू में हमने फ्री में देना चालू किया, क्योंकि उसमें भी माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट रिच है, बहुत ही माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट होते हैं. स्लोली फिर हमने उसका, जब फार्मर्स को लगा कि ये बेनिफिशियल है, थोड़ा थोड़ा पैसा करते गए. आज हम 75 पैसा ले रहे हैं, बट फार्मर्स अभी भी जितना भी क्वांटिटी में प्रोड्यूस होता है उसको खरीद रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनको उनकी अभी कीमत मालूम पड़ गई है कि इससे हमें क्या फ़ायदा हो रहा है. And we have extended this model beyond our pilot, which was in Anand, in 10 other states. One large-scale biogas plant we have installed in Varanasi, जहाँ पे हम 100 मेट्रिक टन गोबर खरीदते हैं आजू बाजू के गाँव से. 4 गाँव में से मिल जाता है. यूपी में इतना अच्छा कैटल पॉपुलेशन और सरप्लस डंग है, उसमें से 4000 क्यूबिक मीटर बायोगैस डेली बनता है. आज के दिन में इट इज़ ए लार्जेस्ट बायोगैस प्लांट in the country at one premises. 4000 क्यूबिक मीटर बायोगैस को हम सीधा बॉयलर में दे रहे हैं प्रोसेसिंग प्लांट में, मिल्क प्रोसेसिंग प्लांट में. डेली 1.5 लाख लीटर दूध हम इसी बायोगैस से हम उसको प्रोसेस करते हैं, और जो स्लरी बच जाती है उसको फिर से हम प्रोम बनाते हैं, लिक्विड को यूज़ करते हैं, वो फार्मर्स तक देते हैं. वी हैव रिसेंटली टाइड अप विद GSFC. So now GSFC is marketing the organic fertilizer. In fact, all the fertilizer companies, chemical fertilizer companies, are now being told to replace at least 25% of their sale of chemical fertilizers by organic fertilizer. So this is, I think, one of the good initiative from the government part also, that how we can, we can convince farmer to replace 100%, but it will be very difficult, on the economic terms to begin with. Bharat Bhushan ji ne bhi bataya. But even if we are able to replace the chemical fertilizer in a progressive way by the organic one, I think we all will be successful in tackling some of the challenges which we are facing today. Thank you once again for inviting me. I think both at NDDB, IRMA and NCOL, as I told, which I represent as chairman, all three entities, will be very happy to learn the deliberations, what you have for three days now. And we will also be happy to partner with some of the initiatives where you need the support from these institutions, and also in reaching the farmers, wherever we have the reach. Thank you once again. Have a nice deliberations.